A father's love, a son's future. The significance of Isaac's marriage. The Bible tells a beautiful story of faith and family in the book of Genesis. It's the story of Abraham, a man chosen by God, and his beloved son, Isaac. Abraham was deeply concerned about finding a wife for Isaac. This was not just about finding a companion for his son. It was about ensuring the continuation of God's covenant, his divine promise and blessing, through Isaac's lineage. Abraham had received a special promise from God. This promise said that his descendants would become a great nation. God would bless them and make them a blessing to the world. Abraham knew that Isaac's wife would play a crucial role in fulfilling this promise. She would be the mother of his grandchildren, the ancestors of this chosen nation. Abraham also understood the spiritual dangers of the world around him. Many people at that time worshipped idols. These were false gods. Abraham didn't want Isaac to marry someone who would lead him away from the one true God. His heart yearned for a woman of faith, a woman who would join Isaac in following God's path. This desire led Abraham on a quest, a journey of faith to find a suitable wife for his son. This journey teaches us about the importance of seeking God's will in all things, especially in matters of the heart. The threat of idolatry. Abraham's deepest fear for Isaac. Abraham was a man of unwavering faith in God. He had left his homeland and his people to follow God's call. He had endured trials and challenges, always trusting in God's promises. Abraham had witnessed firsthand the dangers of idolatry. He knew that worshipping false gods led people astray. Idolatry brought about spiritual emptiness and moral decay. It corrupted hearts and turned people away from the true God. Abraham couldn't bear the thought of Isaac being led astray by a wife who worshipped idols. He had experienced the transformative power of a covenant relationship with God. He wanted the same blessing for Isaac, a life lived in obedience to God's will. Abraham understood that marriage was not just a social contract, but a spiritual union. Choosing the right spouse was crucial for spiritual growth and well-being. He believed that a wife who worshipped idols would not only jeopardize Isaac's faith, but also hinder God's plan for their family. His determination to find a God-fearing wife for Isaac stemmed from a place of deep love and concern for his son's spiritual well-being. A covenant journey. The servant's mission to find a wife for Isaac. Abraham entrusted this vital mission to a trusted servant, likely Eliezer. He made the servant swear an oath before God. This oath was serious. The servant had to promise to find a wife for Isaac from among Abraham's own people. This meant a long and difficult journey back to Abraham's homeland. Abraham was not motivated by prejudice or pride. He wanted to preserve the purity of faith in his family. He wanted a daughter-in-law who would worship the same God, who would understand and embrace the covenant promises. The servant, aware of the weight of his responsibility, set out on his mission. He took 10 camels laden with gifts. This showed Abraham's wealth and generosity. More importantly, it demonstrated the value he placed on finding the right wife for Isaac. The power of prayer and the significance of signs. The servant embarked on this journey with a heart full of faith and a mind set on God's guidance. He prayed earnestly, seeking a sign from God to identify the right woman for Isaac. The servant's prayer was simple yet profound. Let the woman who offers water to me and my camels be the one you have chosen for Isaac. And in a remarkable act of divine providence, Rebekah appeared, offering water just as the servant had prayed. This moment highlighted the power of prayer and the significance of signs in seeking God's will. The servant's faith and reliance on God were rewarded with the discovery of Rebekah, a woman of kindness and faith, destined to be Isaac's wife. In the biblical context, a woman of virtue and strength is highly esteemed. Proverbs 31 describes her as someone who is hard-working, wise, and compassionate. She is a pillar of her household and a beacon of integrity. Her value is far above rubies, and her actions speak louder than words. She is a testament to the strength and grace that come from a life rooted in faith and love. Honoring parents in the decision of marriage is a principle deeply rooted in biblical teachings. Ephesians 6 verse 2 reminds us to honor your father and mother, which is the first commandment with a promise. This act of respect and consideration fosters unity and wisdom in the decision-making process. It acknowledges the guidance and experience of those who have walked the path before us, ensuring that the foundation of the marriage is built on mutual respect and understanding. In today's world, the concept of marriage has evolved significantly. However, it's important to compare these modern views with the timeless biblical principles that have guided countless generations. The Bible offers profound insights into the sanctity and purpose of marriage, which can still resonate deeply in our contemporary lives. Seeking God's will when choosing a life partner is a journey of faith and trust. The Bible encourages us to seek divine guidance, to pray earnestly, and to rely on God's wisdom. By doing so, we can find a partner who shares our values and commitment to a Christ-centered marriage. The story of Abraham and Isaac provides valuable lessons about faith and obedience in the context of marriage. Abraham's trust in God's promises and Isaac's role in fulfilling those promises highlight the importance of relying on God's plan. Their experiences remind us that God's ways are higher than our own and that His timing is perfect. The biblical model of love and commitment is one that transcends time. It calls for selflessness, patience, and unwavering devotion. By embracing these principles, couples can build a strong foundation for their marriage, one that can withstand the challenges of life and grow stronger with each passing day.